Madam Pennelope Beckles, your choice of senators leaves much to be desired. It just leaves much to be desired, considering that you have been thrust into a position that you would have never ever been considered for. And I'm talking about being the opposition leader for that political party, and also to ever be considered, and I repeat, to ever be considered for the post of leader of that political party. That wasn't going to happen at all. You now have a perfect opportunity where you can hit the reset button and re-establish equilibrium within the political party for a rebuilding exercise. And those are the individuals that you're going to choose to put in Senate to be the faces for your political party, the faces of individuals who basically, through their utterances and their actions, inflicted a high measure of psychological, emotional stress and trauma to their lives. These are the same individuals that you want to hand the baton to or hand the flag to basically lead the charge for your political party. You have to be joking. You have to be joking. There is no way that Faris Awawi should have made that cut. There is no way. In every shape and form, and we have to be brutally frank about these things, in terms of his positions as being a minister within the government, and that was the last government administration, and also to being a member of parliament. There's no way he should have been chosen to be one of the faces. The same applies to Foster Cummins, and interestingly now, the same applies to Amy Brown. Those are not the faces that you would want to use as your pallbearers to go forward. You have to think about how this affected quite a number of people in Trinidad and Tobago. You can't rationalize it within your political party internally. You have to watch it nationwide. Those are not the faces that you would want on the front line. They are just not the faces. And also too, these are individuals that there's a lot of noise on the ground pertaining to them. And some of the noise are credible. But it's noise on the ground that you have to pay attention to. And because of the type of noise, please don't take your eyes off of it. A lot of people elected not to vote. They elected not to vote. You have to pay close particular attention to this. You could have found stronger individuals and or capable individuals within the party that you could have put on the front line, that you could have put in the Senate. And the Senate is a numbers game. And let's be brutally frank, it would have been the perfect opportunity for a lot of them there to get the experience. Because at the end of the day, it comes down to voting. You're in opposition, so it's almost zero effect within the Senate. Let's not play around with these things. What stamp, what leadership stamp are you going to be putting on this political party? You have allowed these same set of people who should have been filtered out of the system to come back into the system? Are you serious? Now, if it is that these are the people that you believe in that should be there, then it means that your style of leadership will now become into question. You yourself will become into question. This is just totally wrong. They should have not been given an opportunity or afforded the opportunity to come through the Senate. They should have not. Make a clean sweep, clean everything up, hit your reset button, and start to prepare to rebuild, unless this is temporary until after the internals. But if there was any sort of deals that was struck between you and these entities that they represent outside of the political party, because nobody is contesting for the leadership of the political party, and I'm talking about being the leader of the PNM, because you're alone, it's too early for you to be lying down in bed with the devil. It's just too early. right? You should have allowed them to be filtered out, let them wheel and come again, sit to the back, bring others forward, and start to reshape this political party to make sure that we have a strong opposition for when the fight comes along again. And of course, within the next 5 years, because you are in opposition. But it tells me a lot about you. Sitting there waiting for a good opportunity to come by, which has now played into you, just like what played into Keith Rowley at the time when Patrick Manning was exiting. We tend to see that the leadership is not going to be good because you'll never fought for those positions. You never stamped your leadership style. You never stamped your intent and your ambitions in terms of what you want to do. Showing up once or twice you went up, and that's more or less people telling you that you should go because you're a good figurehead within the constituency, but you're just nobody within the political party. And this is a perfect opportunity where you could have proven to everybody that you have the right remedy and style, leadership style, to put this party back on its feet again. But what I've seen you done there, I'm just totally disappointed. And I'm saying it for the record, I anticipate that the 100,000+ that refused to vote for the PNM would still have the same conviction come next general election again. I said it for Labre back in 2020, and I said it for Maruga. You have to understand people are not going to be tolerating all this sort of nonsense again. These people are considered to be part of the failure squad. There was no reason to put them back there. Rebuild, showing what you believe in, what your core value system is, what your integrity level or index is. Demonstrate it to the people and show that you are the type of leader who is deserving to be in that political party. But what I've seen you done there, you're just assisting in inflicting heartache and hardship and pain psychologically in these same people who just had enough of the PNM for the last 9.5 years. I hope you know what you're doing, but so far the writings are on the wall. You have started off on the wrong footing.